to the short of it. I'm Tony.
I'm Rochelle.
And this is the short of it. We celebrate...
Wait. Let's do it again. Do the I'm Tony thing.
I'm Tony.
I'm her sidekick, Rochelle.
And we are the co-hosts of the short of it. Our podcast likes to celebrate short films, filmmakers of short content, short people. We do it all. And I don't have a short temper today. I'm actually okay. Yeah.
Wow.
You seem a little on edge.
I am not on edge.
No? You're less than edge? Under edge?
Under edge. Away from the edge. I'm away from the edge. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not even angry today.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm usually angry. That's my go-to, right?
Usually.
Get sad. Just get angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And cry. I cry when I'm angry too, which is really, really embarrassing.
So can I talk about the fact that it is in the middle of summer and we are dressed like it's the middle of winter?
Because we live in hell, also called New England.
I was going to say it's post-apocalyptic.
Yes, it is.
It was
That's good.
99 degrees yesterday.
Yeah.
And
Great
it
pool
is
day.
66 degrees right now.
It's summer in New England.
It's summer in New England, that we can say. So I'm excited about our guest today.
Yeah, me too.
Are we going to listen to V's instructions, or are we just going to do what we want to do?
I think generally listening to V is not the best idea.
Okay.
So
Sweet.
I say we do what we do.
We're flying off the shelves today.
We are. We are. So I am really excited to have with us today Rui Lopes. Is it Lopez or Lopes?
Lopes. It's
Lopes. Okay. So I should have asked that before we started, but
Yeah, it's okay. I
all right.
was distracting you, and then you couldn't do what you were supposed to do because you're a pro.
welcome to the short of it. How are you?
Thank you for having me. That's a great introduction, by the way. But no, it's great. It was as I said before, off camera, it was an hour and a half drive to get up here. When I first got invited by my friend Jose here, didn't think anything of it. I figured, it's up past Boston, so I'd probably figure like 45 minutes an hour.
Yeah, no.
And I typed it in this morning.
Oh no!
I'm so sorry.
I saw an hour and a half. I was like, okay. But at least it wasn't too hot. Like, if it was maybe like yesterday, it would have been a horrible drive, even with the
Yes.
AC.
Yeah.
Because I have like nasal allergy sometimes, so I don't like to keep the AC on too long. So that would have been horrible. But outside of that, great drive. I'm excited to be here. Excited to have a conversation with you both. So.
And this is your first time in Leominster?
This is my first stay in Leominster. I think I might have driven past it to go
Yeah, that
somewhere.
doesn't count.
For sure, yeah. But I will say
Welcome.
that before you said it earlier, I was pronouncing it.
Do it.
It can't be worse than my husband's pronunciation.
So before you said it, I was saying Leo Minster.
That's
Yes.
what that's
I like that,
actually.
though. I like that.
Yeah,
That
Leo
is
Minster.
actually how when we were looking at homes, and my husband said, what happened to that? Well, okay, I'm not going to do his accent. He's from the Virgin Islands.
Okay.
But it was like Leominster. I'm like, that's not a place. That's not a place.
You should never have corrected him. That would have been amazing for him to go around saying Leo Mensta.
Wait, I think I met him at your
did.
screening for your short.
Do you remember me?
Yes. I think I met him.
Yes, you
He's
and
quite tall, yeah.
Yes.
Not short at all.
No.
Not sure.
Which is why he's not here.
Right. He's not allowed on the podcast.
He's not.
Too tall.
Too tall.
5'9" is the cutoff.
Oh.
So, yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us a little bit about Anawan Studios. How did you get into this beautiful world of filmmaking that we all love?
I'll give you the short version of a longer story.
Which is what we do on the short of it.
There you go. Myself, Rui Lopes, filmmaker. I was actually born outside of the country, so I'm Cape Verdean. Was born in Cape Verde, came here in 97 when I was like 10 years old. Brockton, that's where most of my family is, most Cape Verdeans are. Went to school there, graduated from Brockton High School. went to Lesley University to study fine arts. So before I got into film, I was a fine artist. I say was because I haven't done anything since then. So I was mainly a painter, sculptor. Was there for a couple of years. After sophomore year, decided to just leave just because I wanted to take a break. Moved out to San Francisco, of all places. Didn't have any friends, family out there. I've just always been, admired, just always loved San Francisco from the films and TV shows. So went out there. While I was out there is when I accidentally discovered my passion for filmmaking.
Oh, cool. And
before that, I loved films. I didn't have any sort of, vision of being a filmmaker or anything like that.
What was that accidental moment like?
And this is where I feel like the arts can kind of like intertwine. So I was not painting, but I was sculpting. But as I would sculpt, I'd have this little laptop with a little webcam, and I would record myself just so I can be able to watch it afterwards to see my techniques. So I started doing that. But after a while, I would take the laptop and I'd put it in different locations. And then from there, when I was watching the images, for whatever reason, I decided to start to put those images together. And in that process of cutting together these visuals of me sculpting, it kind of clicked a little bit, like the whole idea of visual storytelling by clipping these things together. From there, I started taking the laptop. I'd go outside, literally holding the laptop. I was probably 20. I didn't have any money. So I'd go around and just record like just random things in nature, come back and start cutting it together. And then from there, decided to move back east to essentially pursue this career. Well, that, and also because at the time, this was 2008, there was an article, I don't know if it was a Boston Globe or whatever, but somebody sent it over to me that they were going to open up a film studio in Plymouth, Massachusetts.
That's right.
And it was to be the biggest film studio outside of LA County. And I think they were going to call it Hollywood East or something like that.
Yep.
So there was that whole thing. So this all kind of came together at the same time. I was discovering this passion for visual storytelling. This whole thing was about to open up. So I decided to just move back east, came back in like 2009. And then from there, essentially everything just started. Then came to find out that whole thing was a scam. They were going to build a studio. But I was already here, so I decided to...
That was very serious. They really were going to.
They were, yeah.
The school I was teaching at was involved with... We were trying to get a filmmaking component classroom at the Plymouth studios. And there was we went on that for probably a year talking to the guys who were going to do it. And then, it all just kind of fell apart. I don't know if the financing fell through.
That's what I heard. And I heard that. So it was the finance. And I think not that the whole thing was a scam, but I think somebody involved in it. There was there's some legal issues with a person involved with the whole thing. Yeah.
But
you're the first person I've spoken with that was actually involved or knew anything else about that.
Oh, so cool. I don't think anyone knew that it was happening. Maybe Plymouth didn't even know.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I think they were going to build it on like a old abandoned golf course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. Yeah.
So did you like apprentice under someone? Like, how did you get your chops, if you will?
It's a good question. So when I first started, essentially I was just literally going out and just recording stuff. Like any musician from back home, like from Brockton that wanted to like do a music video, I would just go out and just do things for free essentially. And then started shooting like these little short, small videos. This is before like Vine or anything else. Like before YouTube was really like getting to where it got right now. I was like, we were already like recording these little videos, just me and like friends or whatever. But then in 2011, I ended up meeting the gentleman that ended up becoming my film mentor. I think I recorded a couple music videos, and I think somebody told him about me. He watched the music videos, and he loved the editing style that I had. And mind you, I'd only been doing it for maybe like a year or some change. But he had shot a music video for some like international artist, and he asked me if I can edit it for him. So sat there, cut the whole video for him. I think this was May of 2011. When the whole thing was done, he loved the video, but then he had left because he's from Angola in Africa. So he was going to go back out there and do some work. And while he was out there, he shot a whole feature film that summer. I think it was probably June, July, August, September of 2011. And then he shipped it on a drive because he wanted me to edit.
Oh, wow.
This
is
a feature film.
And by then, I'd only been doing this for a little bit. But I guess he loved the video so much that he sent it over. And then I started cutting that together. I think I probably put together a 2.5 hour film. I had no idea what I was doing. By the time he came back, he liked it. But it was a drama, and it was too long for a drama. So he came back, and then we cut it down to like an hour and a half. So we took off like an hour.
Wow.
But from there, yeah, we just started to, we just kind of clicked and started to work together. He took me under his wing, so he would teach me the ins and outs of just visual storytelling, and then I would obviously provide my editing skill set to him, and it just kind of became a marriage that worked out pretty well.
So you got to give him a shout out. What's his name?
So his name is Alan. His last name is Mamona, which is a very African last name. And he actually just came back, I think end of last year, but he was in Angola, I think, because the man's very prolific. I think in a span of a year and a half, they shot, and it's going to sound crazy, but they shot 200 episodes for like a novella, essentially like what's a novella in English?
Soap opera.
Soap opera, thank you. So they shot, I think, around 200 episodes, and these are like hour-long episodes for soap opera out there. So they had, I think the people that he was filming it for, they had like these sound stages. So they had like multiple different sets built, and he just sat there and just kind of essentially looked over that whole thing. And then he came back because his family's here. He's got a wife, a son, and a daughter here. So he came back to essentially kind of, start to build his own relationships out here. But yeah, in Angola, he's a very well known and respected filmmaker. So
That's great.
I just got lucky to be able to meet him at the time that I did and be able to learn as much as I did from him. So
shout out to Alan.
Yeah.
Can I
Very cool.
just interrupt?
Yeah.
I love how V knew the answer to the novella question before anybody else
Right,
in the room.
right,
He
right.
was on it.
My abuela watches
Because-
novelas.
That's what he watches every day. That's what he
On
does. Yeah.
I was like, Tella, what? And it's like, soap opera.
soap opera.
I know this one.
ding, 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 ding.
Oh my God.
So we're going to take a look at a clip that you brought for your film,
Vindicta.
Vindicta.
Yeah.
I was going to say Vendetta, but that's absolutely wrong.
Wrong.
Vindicta.
Incorrect.
Talk about, you are the producer and
Right.
the cinematographer on this film. So give us a little setup. Set up your clip that we're about to see.
Sure. So Vindicta is what you're about to watch. I believe it's a little bit under 5 minutes, and it's one of like it's one of, I think, the second opening scene of the film, or the second scene of the film, I should say. And Vindicta is essentially a sci-fi, and it's in this apocalyptic world. Essentially, when the film starts, the world's pretty much kind of like gone to HELL, and the air becomes toxic. So as these folks are kind of roaming through these different landscapes, they all have these little detectors that they have on them. As soon as the detector goes off, it'll let you know that the toxic air is about to come in. And the concept of the film is essentially these two friends, and they're going on a journey to get to this place called the Bubble. And essentially the Bubble is where the folks that have survived have come in and built the community. So they're on this track to get to the Bubble, but on their way they come across different folks that are, out there causing mayhem, causing mischief. So it's a story about survival. It's a story about friendship. It's a story about betrayal, and a story about the human nature, essentially.
All right, let's take a look.
The main roads would have gotten us there already like an hour ago. I mean, I get why we take this way, but it just takes so long,
If you really got it, you wouldn't complain, Lua.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that if we went the other way, it would have been a lot easier.
We're clear.
Jeez. That could have been me.
Yeah? They'd eat you alive. They're getting closer. And a lot of them.
Or just a few that know how to have a good time.
Careless. Couldn't find his mask in time.
Why do you think they're so far out from the bubble? Out here with us.
They're here for supplies. We're out here to be away from them. Things must be getting really bad in there. Those savages overtook the bubble. Now they're learning.
Where are you going?
The school!
Why are you going that way?
Because they most likely went the other way. We'll just wrap around the creek and make our way into town east.
Hey, what do you mean? That'll take a whole day, maybe 2.
It'll take as long as it should. At least we make it there in one piece. You see? You don't fucking understand.
I do. Okay, I understand. I understand we didn't eat last night and the filters on these masks don't last forever.
This is how you stay alive, Lua. I am how you stay alive. I take precautions. I don't leave anything to chance. I ration. I break down anyone in front of us. And I sometimes say, we take the long way. You hear me?
I do.
Act like it, damn it!
So, the apocalyptic.
Oh, you can't even say apocalypse. Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Oh my.
Apocalypse.
Ellipse. Apocalypse. That's awesome. Finally, something
It's okay,
she
I'm
can't
cute.
do.
That thing.
The apocalypse.
The end of the world.
Yeah, but what's the adjective?
Apocalyptic.
That's what I was trying to say.
Apocalyptic.
Apocalypse.
Whenever you need to say it, you just point at me and I'll say it.
Okay, so the
Apocalyptic.
theme of this film, I love the survival, and one of the things, and this is just a technical kind of behind the scenes thing, is how you did the audio because, people were wearing masks. And, and it's a trick, but we have filmmakers who are going to watch this and they want to know some of the tricks. So talk about how you captured that audio.
For sure. So when we first shot the scene, well, the whole entire thing, we had all of them laved, assuming that, as long as it's inside and there's enough space there, it'll be able to capture clear audio. But then when we heard it back afterwards, it was a little bit too muffled, and it was past the point of being able to be fixed so it can be usable. So what we had to do, and you pointed that out before we got on the camera, was that we had to do some ADRs afterwards. So that kind of helped out in the fact that they have the masks on.
Right.
It helps us out so that way we're not having to be able to sync clips and things of that nature.
Right.
But yeah, the ADR, obviously, as most filmmakers, you guys know, it's not the easiest things for these actors to go through because they're having to put themselves back into that space mentally and be able to recreate the moments. So anytime you mention those 3 letters to actors, it's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
But fortunately, the folks that we had on this team, they were, good sports about it. So we came into the studio. I don't think we did the ADRs for that until at least like 6 months or something like that after we had initially shot the film. Yeah. It took some time. The post-production took a little bit. A lot of that too was just, I think we got busy with a few things. So it was kind of put on the shelf for a little bit. But yeah, they came into the studio. We were able to get that done in Randolph, Malik Williams. Not quite sure if you guys know Malik Williams, but he has a home studio essentially in Randolph. So we went there and did some sessions over there and kind of put this together after.
We got to get Malik Williams on the show.
Yeah, for
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's a Grammy voter actually.
Oh wow!
He gets to vote for the Grammy. Yeah, so he's
get him on. Work on that.
Come on,
Have to
Pete.
connect us.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. He is definitely somebody you want to talk to for sure, 100%.
So this film, is it a series? Is it a feature?
It's a 3-part series, but we've shown it before as a feature.
Okay.
I forget the film festival. This was in New York a few years back. I'm kind of blanking out on the name of the festival, but that was the first time we'd ever shown it all together as a feature. But it was built to be, it was written as a 3-part series. And then once we release it online, because it doesn't exist anywhere, it's 4 years old, but we've never actually released it online. After it was done with the film festival run, we just kind of kept it, as we've done with a few of our projects. But once we put it out, we're probably going to put it out as a feature.
Oh, cool.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. Granted, a short feature.
Yeah.
But it would be a
Yeah,
feature nonetheless.
that's cool.
Yeah.
So talk about Anawam Studios and how you are associated with it, where you are located, what kind of things you all do.
So Anawam Studios, we started in 2016. Well, we became an LLC in 2016. We kind of, the concept and the idea of putting this together, I think started summer of 2015. Me and the 3 other gentlemen that originally started the company with. So we started in 2016. And with N1, I always say that there's, look at that, ironically, Paris. There's a BC and a AC for N1. So there's a before COVID and after COVID. Mm-hmm. Before COVID, so those 4 years before that, it was a lot of us trying to kind of, get our feet wet and trying to understand how do we even run a production company? Like, what are we going to do? All these different things. And then COVID hit, and then for that year, obviously, couldn't really do much. And then in 2021 is when we started to kind of take the steps forward to become who we became. So the end of 2021, I left the job that I was at for 10 years to be able to jump into this full time. Right now, I'm the CEO of the company, so I handle a lot of like the relationships with different people and building and putting the team together. But it wasn't until 2022 that I decided to take that risk and just leave what I was doing to be able to be a filmmaker full time, make a living out of it, and be able to kind of grow the company. And since then, this current iteration of the company and the team that we have, it's literally come in the last 3 or 4 years. I would say like the folks that are there, the successes that we've had, the relationships that we've built with different organizations have all been the last probably 3 or 4 years. Even though we've been around for 9 years, it's been maybe 3 or 4 years of growing to the point that we're at right now.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I almost kind of wanted him to pick up the phone when his
just to answer it.
Yeah, because I know you didn't meet Paris, but I know Paris, and so I kind of wanted to. So if she calls again, just pick up the phone. Yeah, because
she'll be an unwilling participant.
She will,
or an unknowing
she will, but she's a pro. She can figure it out.
Right
Yeah. Anyway, shout out to Paris. We love you.
Yeah. And the other part I was going to say too is that we're split on 2 sides, right? We do commercial work to be able to keep the lights on, with most production companies, and then we take some of the profits from that to be able to do the narrative work that we do. So yeah,
that's awesome. Are there certain genres that you stay away from, just for kind of like a
from like a narrative standpoint?
Yeah,
not necessarily actually. So with September, and I know we'll talk about that eventually, but with that screening, it's sci-fi, drama, action, comedy, I believe. Yeah, so it's several different genres there. So there isn't any particular. We've never done a horror. I've never done it, but we do want to do one eventually. So we're not beholden to any genre specifically. So anything, as long as the story speaks to us. Obviously, if we feel like it's a strong story and the character development there and the plot is rich, we don't really necessarily have much of a concern about the genre itself. And obviously, as long as we feel like we can do justice to that particular genre, we wouldn't be afraid to give it a shot. Yeah.
Now, my
Apocalyptic
co-host.
I knew you were going to do that. I didn't want to say it because I knew you were going to throw shade, but I did. Here I am. And I am kind of apocalyptic.
No, you're not. I'm going to learn how to say it. Watch.
Apocalyptic.
Apocalyptic.
Paraphylactic.
Where is this podcast going?
Well, that's kind of a word like that. Yeah, because it's fun to say. Prophylactic.
Prophylactic.
Yeah.
Anyways, so no, I was just going to mention, because you are a huge fan of the horror genre.
I like horror. I like sci-fi. I
You
like
do?
all that stuff. Yeah. So when I first started watching your clip, I was like, "Oh, this is right up my alley. I love this stuff." Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's fun. It's especially sci-fi because I was never necessarily the big. I mean, granted, I don't write the stuff that we do. We have so one of my good friends who's a part of the team, Brahms Guignard, Haitian man with a very German first name. Because Brahms is the first person I've ever met with that name. But he's written, I think he wrote, I believe, 4 of the 5 films that's going to be at the September screening. And he's actually the lead character, one of the 2 leads that you saw over there.
Oh, okay.
So he's big into sci-fi, espionage and things of that nature. So it was the first time kind of like taking that lead. Because before meeting him, I think a lot of what we did were either drama or comedy, which is, the typical. Obviously, sci-fi is independent production company. It's finances and things involved in that nature, especially if you don't want the effects to look cheesy, you're going to have to. So we never did it until we were able to really pull it off and do it the right way.
Yeah, that's impressive because that is the biggest problem with like even horror, but sci-fi especially.
Yeah.
Is the budget and making it not look cheap or,
or
fake or
And that's I mean, not to get too far away from Vindictor, but one of the projects that we're showing in September, that one has some real special effects in there. I think it was the first time that we took it to that level. But we were lucky because the gentleman that we brought on to be the post-producer on the project, he lives out in LA, and he's actually a post-producer on shows like Curb Your Enthusiasm, The 100, and a few other shows. And then he brought on the team that did most of the effects on The 100. There's a Japanese show that I'm forgetting the name. It's a pretty big one right now. You might. I'm looking at you. I'm like, he might be able to help with that.
I don't know. I love the 100. I've seen that.
Yeah, so they did that and a few other ones. It'll probably pop into my head later. But they came on to this project. It's called Bridge Together, and they supply the special effects for that project there.
Wow.
Completely for free, which was blew my mind. Yeah, like, again, they're working on these massive projects, and then because of that post-producer and their relationship, they came on, and they were able to help with that. So that was exciting to be able to have that type of help on a project, on a short film specifically.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So you mentioned September a few times, and we know that this event is coming up. So you have to let our audience know why you keep dropping September and talking about these events. I know about it, and I think we have a commercial that we're going to run during this podcast for it as well. But anyways, talk about what's happening in September, Rui.
Sure. Shogun. That's what I couldn't remember earlier.
Yes, I have heard of Shogun. I haven't seen it, but I have heard
Yes. It came back and I was like, I have to say it. So before I can even talk about September, I have to give a little context to that. So last year, we got into the Jalen Brown and Drew Holiday's business cohort. So they started this accelerator for creative businesses that are ran by Black and brown folks. Mm-hmm. I think over like 1,000 different people applied for it. And we were one of the 10 that got picked to be into that, right? So from September, October, November, up until now, like they've taken us to like Harvard Business School and MIT and helping us, especially creatives, be able to develop like a business mindset and know how to be able to run your business as an entrepreneur, not just necessarily as a creative. But within that, Lauren Holiday, when her husband got traded to the Celtics, she kind of grew a strong relationship with the MFA and the folks there. so with us being in the cohort, the MFA became one of the partners there. And one time back in, I think, April, we had a dinner with them. We went there to see the John Wilson exhibit. And while there, we had a dinner, and I spoke to Kristen. I'm forgetting Kristen's last name, but she's one of the, I think she might manage the auditorium. But I was talking to her, and then from that came this whole thing of September 13th, I should say, which is a day where we're going to be coming in and partnering with the MFA, and they're giving us the opportunity to be able to showcase some of our work. So they're giving us the auditorium from, I think, 2:30 until 4:45 on the 13th to be able to show our work. So I want to start off by giving a big thank you to Lauren Holiday for making this dream a reality. On September 13th, N1 Studios is going to be partnering up with the Museum of Fine Arts Boston for a day where we get to showcase 5 original short narratives, 4 from our team and 1 from our friends over at Sweet of the Juice Films. So please join us for a day where we're not only showcasing the beautiful films that both of our team are making, but we get to actually have a very candid conversation with everyone in the audience with regards to where the mass film industry currently is and where we're trying to bring it as a collective. So grab everybody that you can, your friends, your neighbors, buy your ticket, come over and let's have some film fun together. And again, I want to give a big thank you for the MFA to always supporting the arts in our community, and in particular, wanting to bring the film industry in Massachusetts to the forefront. Thank you. So for that day, we're going to be showing 5 different projects, 4 from us, and then 1 is from our sister production company called Sweet of the Juice Films. They have one of their projects there. But then specifically, we did it to where afterwards, instead of having a typical Q&A with the audience and talking about the films, we wanted to be able to have a candid, almost like a fireside chat with the audience about the film industry in Massachusetts, like where it is right now, and then where collectively we're trying to bring it. So it's essentially just one of those where I think it's myself and there is one person, we can't mention it yet, that has since agreed to give the opening speech, and she's got a very high level position in the film world of Massachusetts. I probably already gave it away by saying it.
Is it me? Am I the one?
Yeah, we're gonna have a conversation afterwards. So I'm just excited to be able to show the work, but then also be able to have this conversation with folks in the audience about the film industry itself. Because
Well, we should go.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we need to learn.
We're going to go.
Yeah,
We're
gonna-
definitely going.
We're
There's no
going.
doubt.
Yeah.
You said you're going already, so I'm
Exactly.
excited.
I'm locked in.
Everybody,
Okay.
both of you guys, everybody's
Yeah.
going.
Peggy's going.
Okay,
Is
we're all
Peggy going?
going.
Peggy, you're going.
Peggy, you coming?
Peggy? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Peggy, what, you're not talking today?
No, I'm trying to, just listen.
What did you do to her?
Peggy, did Tony beat you?
No, not today.
Peggy is our wonderful office manager here at Hull Bay Productions, and she loves coming to watch the podcast.
Yes.
And sometimes she participates.
Yeah,
but
I enjoy the participation. A
you
lot.
do.
I do.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're making Rochelle sad.
Yeah, because it's like, wow, Peggy hasn't asked a single question.
No, she hasn't.
It's become integral to the show, honestly.
Oh, wow.
So September 13th at the MFA in the auditorium, what are the ticket prices looking like?
So it's obviously the MFA sets it. It's being sold through their website. So it's $15, I believe. And then if you're an MFA member, I think it's $12.
Okay.
But we will actually be raffling off some tickets because we do have a few sponsors that have already bought seats, essentially.
Okay.
And then we're going to be able to actually raffle off those tickets to folks online to be able to come in and watch it.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so, and we didn't really kind of ask about Rui as a person. Like he said, he grew up in.
Oh, are you a person?
Jordan.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, you mean like if you worked at Home Depot when he was a kid or what?
Right,
Like, what
right.
I mean,
Or-
like, does that matter?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
No, but Peggy was very interested in the Home Depot.
Right, yeah.
No,
like,
was it Lowe's?
It was Lowe's.
It was
Yesterday,
Lowe's.
yeah. Another podcast that we did
Yes.
was Lowe's.
Lowe's. What haven't you done that you want to do professionally? Like, is there a project? Is there an actor? Is there just, what is it that Rui hasn't done yet?
The very next thing is having a company that's self-sustainable. That's the first thing, because I have, not that they rely on me, but there's a lot of men and women that are on the team that I can't wait for the day when they can be able to do this full time and not have to worry about anything else.
Yep.
So that's my first thing. Like, that's always gonna be the first thing, because I'm big on making sure that filmmakers are actually making a living out of what they do, as opposed to trying to scrunch money by doing all these different things. That's one. I think two would probably be to film something major back home where I came from.
Oh, yeah.
In Cape Verde. I think that would be, because it's, and I've always said this, I feel like if Hollywood, location scout, were to go over there, because essentially it's an archipelago, so there's 10 different islands, and each one of them looks completely different from the other one. I think one of them was actually on, what do they call not the Discovery Channel, why am I forgetting it? I don't think it's the Discovery Channel. They rated it as one of the top 15 most beautiful beaches in the world.
Oh, wow.
And that's there. But then it's white sand beaches, but then another island has like black volcanic sand. So it's just, you can literally film a whole apocalyptic feature there just because of how like the landscapes look different. So I'd like to go out there and be able to do something. And I can't put anything out. I can't give too much information, but next year there's an opportunity to do that, because we're going to do something. It's scary to even think about it now because it's a big financial risk, but as a team, like, there's something we're going to do next year that more than likely would involve something overseas. So I just can't necessarily talk too much about it, though.
Don't let the president know.
Oh, yeah, no foreign films. Tariff. Wait, you're an immigrant and you want to make a film in another country? Oh my gosh.
His head is exploding right now somewhere.
It's okay, because Jose is going to cut this off.
He gets it.
Oh my gosh.
An orange bomb.
Rui, it was great having you on the show. Best of luck to, what is the event called in September?
So it's named Anawan Studios at the MFA. So nothing creative about it.
Okay.
But Anawan Studios at the MFA. If you go on their website, I think it's mfa.org/film.
Okay.
And then if you scroll all the way down, you'll be able to see it there, and then you can get your tickets there.
We're going to have that down on
so
the
if you just right here.
lower. Right there. And then, there you go. You know the drill. All right. What happened?
I was just like, it could go right. Because you guys are all pointing down. It's like, why not right?
Right in front. I like that.
Right on the moneymaker.
That's right.
That's where people are looking.
Or,
right.
I'm not sure what the budget is, but as I say it, just have it come out of my mouth like MFA.
Nice.
Oh, write that down. Write that down.
Yeah, write that down.
We don't have that budget yet. But listen, anytime you have a project coming up, you, yourself, other filmmakers you're working on, please come back to the show. We'd love to talk to you about it. Love to support the work that you're doing. As a fellow production company to yours, maybe there's some place in the future that we can absolutely collab, do a collabo.
Oh, wow.
That type of
and you
thing.
say you're in your 50s, but you're going to do a collab?
Yeah. Collabo.
You open Pandora's box, because I might take you up on that and become like a regular guest.
Sweet. No, I'm serious. Anytime.
I don't know about the whole hour and a half drive all the time. But, once in a while.
We'll drive where we want.
We are going to make
Exactly,
a virtual component to the podcast, but we do feel that there's a lot of great energy
for sure.
with people and everything.
Oh yeah, no,
so.
I know. I think via email you had brought that up as an option, but then I was like, no, I think it's just better to be able to do it in person.
Yeah.
I agree. You have an electricity to you that's palpable.
Yes.
You have to
That's
taste
right. That's another word.
I think it's the beard.
Palpable.
I think it's the beard.
Can you,
It's the
do you have
beard.
problems
It's
with
the
your
beard.
P's?
I think so.
Did you have speech
Palpable.
therapy when you were in
I
high
did.
school?
I actually had a very severe lisp as a child.
Shoot, sorry.
Yeah.
I was
No,
just-
you're not.
Oh, wow.
You're really
Now
not.
before I leave, you're gonna have to explain that shirt there.
Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you for that. See, someone remembered. I like my pun. What is happening? Who's
Yeah, it is a
doing
P
camera?
thing. See, it is a P thing. See, she couldn't say
I
puns.
like my puns intended. I can say it if it's
Puns. I like my puns.
intended.
Puns.
Whatever. So wait, you had a phone call. I think you need to call your partner back.
I will.
No, I think now.
Oh, call her now. Okay. Okay.
Oh, live.
Well, because she needs
We
to
didn't give her
know.
the sign.
That's okay.
And
We'll have to get verbal affirmation.
the irony is that she's actually involved in the September show because she's
Oh, cool.
the MC.
Oh, sick.
Oh, cool.
Jesus.
Sweet. But we're not supposed to know that yet.
No, it's already out there.
Oh, okay.
That part is already out there.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It's the special opening
Oh,
speech
it's a special.
guest.
Okay.
Come
All
on,
right.
pay attention to the
I'm
guests.
trying. There's a lot
Wow.
going on right now.
ADD much?
I got the questions. I got the speech
Oh, we don't like
impediment. Did you like throw it at his head? Oh, you threw it over there.
Yeah. No,
Oh.
I could have thrown. You want me to throw it?
Oh, she
But
didn't
she'll
pick up.
probably call back. She's in
Okay.
North Carolina right now, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Throw it on my desk.
Oh,
I did. But I'll pick it
Wow.
up, Peggy. I promise. I'm so sorry, Peggy.
all right.
Just don't ever be this quiet again, Peggy. It's really distressing to me.
All right. So we're gonna close the show.
We are.
We are.
Okay. Am I
Okay.
supposed to do something special?
I don't know.
Okay.
I can point to you and you can say that word again.
Apocalyptic.
Oh, show off.
And there we go.
All right.
Whenever you're ready.
Whoa. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm not sure why Tony's looking at me because I never do this part. I just got told today that I'm supposed to look into the camera. And as a filmmaker, you never want to look into the camera. So now I'm looking into the camera and I'm saying goodbye because our podcast is over. So bye-bye.
And that's the short of it.
Am I allowed to say that there's some things behind that computer table there that are just being hidden?
Only if the
With my hands, I can't see right there somewhere. There's some golden ladies back there that she's hiding,
Yeah. Yeah.
but maybe that would be a conversation for another day.
Next time.
Well,
come
you
back
know
out, they'll
what's
be on the
funny?
table.
What's funny is that, so I'm having my mom on, who was also a longtime television producer, and she has 4. I only have 3. So
can we
I was
say what
going
it
to
is?
have her bring their Emmy Awards.
There you go.
Yeah.
Emmy Awards.
Yeah. Thus, I'm the sidekick.